Hi, it's Garrett. Thanks for joining me today for another in my small business series. This one's titled Know Your Numbers. Let's get to it. Now, there are lots of numbers that you can use to manage your small business. There are pricing numbers, there are revenue numbers, cost of goods sold numbers, cash flow numbers, balance sheet numbers, all kinds of numbers that you can use to manage your business. However, there are three numbers that, in my opinion, are the most important numbers that you can look at on a regular basis. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what these three numbers are, what the impact of improving these numbers can be on your business and on the bottom line, and finally, how important it is for you to get everyone on your team, all the employees of your company, invested in these numbers and dedicated to improving them. Let's take a look at what the three numbers are. We're going to start with the first number, which is the number of prospects that come into your funnel every month. Every business has a sales funnel. Prospects come in here, they come out the other end as a sale. How many prospects are coming into your funnel every month? The second number is conversion percentage. What percentage of the prospects that come into your funnel are you converting into sales? The third number is what is your average sale? For each customer that buys something from you, how much money do they spend? And I'm talking about how much money do they spend per sale, not the average lifetime value of the customer. That's a different number altogether. We're talking about, in this example, what is the average sale each time a customer buys something from you. Okay, now that we've established what the three numbers are, let's take a look at how these numbers work together to generate revenue for your business. Now, let's take the example of we have a small business doing about $500,000 a year in revenue. I'm going to imagine that it's a training business. They sell training courses to people. Sound good? All right. Now, let's say this small training business brings in about 200 prospects into its funnel every month. There are about 200 people that raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in purchasing a training course from you. And of those 200 people, let's say about 20% or 40 prospects end up purchasing a training course from the company. And finally, the last number here is, let's say they spend an average of about $1,000 per training course. Maybe this particular company has 3 levels of training courses. Maybe they have a gold level that costs $14.97. They have a silver level that's $9.97, and they have a bronze level that's $497. And some people buy the bronze, and some people buy the gold, and most people buy the silver, and they end up at $1,000 a month, which is $40,000 a year, right? And that total is $480,000 on an annual basis, almost a $500,000 company. Next, we're going to take our three crucial numbers and increase each of them by a small, tiny amount. We're going to increase each number by 10%, and we'll see what kind of an impact that has on the revenue that our business generates. So, for example, we're going to take the increase of 10%. We're going to take the number of prospects that we have, which was 200. 10% of 200 is 20. 200 plus 20 is 220 prospects now a month coming into our funnel. If we increase by 10% our conversion percentage, by the way, that doesn't mean we're going to increase from 20 to 30%. We're going to increase by 10% of 20%, which is 2%. We're going to go from 20% to 22%. And finally, we're going to increase the amount of our average sale from $1,000 to $1,100, with 100 being 10% of 1,000. We're going from $1,000 to $1,100 as our average sale. That's our increase, very small, just a 10% increase in each category. Let's look at the impact that our improvements have had on the business. Previously, we had 200 prospects coming into our funnel each month, converting 20% of them at $1,000 a sale. That added up to $40,000 of revenue every month. Now we have 220 prospects coming in. We are converting 22% of them, or 48 prospects, at $1,100 a sale. That adds up to $52,800. Or if you look at the bottom number down here, $633,600. And that's an overall increase. We were increasing each of these numbers just 10%, but we increased the overall bottom number by 32% on an annualized basis. A 32% increase in our annual revenues thanks to small, tiny 10% increases in our three crucial numbers. As a business owner, it's important for you to get your entire team involved in improving those numbers. Now, in the example I just gave, we're imagining a small business. It probably has 3 or 4 employees plus the owner, maybe a team of 4 or 5 people. And I would have all 5 people engaged on a monthly basis, and I probably would work on one of those numbers at a time. So in the first month of the quarter, I would work on how many prospects can we get into the funnel? Can we get an increase in the number of prospects? Can we go from 200 to 220 a month? In the second month of the quarter, I might have the entire team working on ways to convert a higher percentage. Can we go from 20% to 22%? And in the third month of the quarter, I might have the entire team working on how do we raise the average ticket price from $1,000 to $1,100. What are some of the things we can do to drive that revenue upwards and make these small little incremental improvements that add up to a big number at the end. Now, I've been involved with, I've owned companies, and I've worked with other companies as a consultant where we took these 3 crucial numbers and we put them in a place where everyone can see them. Certainly not in a customer-facing area, but we do put them in a large format where everybody can see them, in the back room somewhere, in the break room, wherever it is that you need to put them, where you can put these 3 crucial numbers, whether you have to draw them on large pieces of paper. Maybe you take a television screen and put up a dashboard. Maybe your CRM is tied into it, depending on how you run your business. But find some way to get these numbers in front of everyone and make everyone understand how important these numbers are to the business. This is even more impactful if your employees' compensation is tied into the profitability of the business. In other words, the more money the business makes, the more money they make. It makes perfect sense. And when you tie profitability into the employee's compensation and you use these 3 numbers to drive revenue and profit, it really can make your business grow at a healthy rate that leads to small business success. This concludes our video, Know Your Numbers, part of our small business series. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch. Again, my name is Garrett Gosselink, and if you'd like to get in touch with me, you can visit either one of my websites, garrettgosselink.com or thebusinessrescue.com. We help businesses maximize shareholder value by improving business processes and the customer experience and optimizing cash flow. We also work with business owners on exit strategies that are profitable and preserve their legacy. And finally, we help businesses that maybe have been hit hard by the economy. The owner is tired or frustrated, and or the owner wants to retire or leave or exit and doesn't quite know how. Again, visit our website, thebusinessrescue.com, for more information. Thanks again for watching, and have a terrific day.